Limelight RP. So yesterday, I'm not exactly sure when, but sometime when I was not obviously on the server, there was a little thing that broke out. So apparently Latin Kings, which again is another gang on the server, I think we had a meeting with them a couple videos ago actually, if you want to go check that out, came onto our block and actually robbed, apparently, Unnamed, which is the gang that we're kind of, at the moment, allied with a bit. Which again, that doesn't really matter too much. The big thing of this is that they were hitting them on our block. So right now, Andy, I believe, Carlos, Grisha, and Xavier went to go talk to the Latin Kings and have them, first of all, probably apologize for doing stuff on our block when they shouldn't be hitting people on our block, as well as pay 500k for reparations, for, you know, disturbing the peace on our block, causing some trouble on and everything like that, and also robbing the unnamed people. I think they might have paid the unnamed people back, but either way, they still hit them on our block, and I believe they ran their pockets. From what I heard, again, I'm not 100% sure on that part. But the Latin Kings basically had attacked people on our turf. So right now, some of our guys, again, Andy, Carlos, Grisha, and Xavier, are going to go meet with the Latin Kings, talk it over, see what happens. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into a gunfight. Although, I guess we'll see. We might actually be going into another war quite fast after our last one, depending on what happens here. But, you know, they shouldn't be hitting people on our turf, so I guess stuff might have to happen because of that. And if it does turn into a war, I guess, you know, a little bit of content. Never heard anyone. But I think that'll be about it for now. Oh, Jesus. I will probably cut back in just a second. I'm going to be probably meeting up with them after they have that meeting. I guess we'll see if it turns into a shootout or if it goes over nice. If it goes over nice, we might not even be seeing this right now, because I'm not exactly sure what's going to be happening. But I guess I'll cut back, hopefully, or I guess we'll see what happens. If it does turn into a shootout and we get into another war, then I guess it's going to be another action-packed episode. But without further ado, I will cut to whatever's happening next, if we're either at war or we figured out with the Latin Kings. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a second.
They sound similar.
Have anything identifying other than her voice?
Nah, just the hair and the voice, and the
voice.
BLF guy said that during the shootout, she said something to him, and he knew it was Tats. Like, he told us it was Tats, too.
Yeah,
If that's the case, we can't say that,
BLF
unfortunately, because of what we did that.
BLF guy said that she was in the same exact car that she pulled up in with him like an hour earlier.
So she was in a taxi when you guys pulled up on PDM, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about the BLF guy. He's in a whole different situation.
BLF has nothing to do with this, so...
Keeping that out. They had nothing to do with that.
We don't know nothing. It's not her, so...
I wonder if BLF was trying to steer us in like a goofy direction.
Yeah, let's just load up in our cars. We're going to talk.
Alright, so it seems that it wasn't actually them that did it. It wasn't actually Latin Kings. So I guess we're going to have to find out who the heck it was that actually did the attack. So I guess I'll cut back a little bit when some other stuff's going down. Hopefully we're going to be able to figure out this mystery. And I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Wait. So what happened again with the taxi?
So we were told apparently that a taxi pulled up. They said Gotti was talking to him. They started talking shit. Then they turned to, oh, we're here for all your shit. Gotti tries to pull out his gun. He gets aired out. Then they start opening fire on the block. The people on the block who had no affiliation with us, because they were selling here, and they pretty much said they aired out all 4 of them. Then another group before came, picked them up. That was that. Then they apparently slid on Latin Kings, and some other shit happened, and they got signaled.
What 4 went down? Your 4 or the other 4?
No, they're 4.
They're 4.
Okay.
And you're positive that 4 went down. Like, you're 100%
According to them, they're 100% positive. You know, like, I know this is kind of scuffy because this is like fucking third-party word of mouth, you know? But according to them, all 4 of them went down. They got more boys to pull through. They picked them up, and then
Can't do that.
I mean,
here, let me see.
I know they can't do that, right? But that's what they said happened, you know? But that's what pretty much after that happened, they said that it was a red girl's hair that sounded like Tate's. And then that's pretty much why we went to Tate's?
Tats.
Oh, no,
I don't fucking know names.
One's Tats.
Tats. It's Tats. The redhead from Latin Kings.
McLaren
okay,
P1.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I
the
got
P1 that I was
Oh,
buying.
yeah, I know you're
There's
talking
200 in my trunk. I've got 200 on me. And...
Yeah. What, so do we know who the fuck is in the taxi still or no?
No, we have no idea about any of that.
Oh damn. Who do you think it could be then? So it's definitely not the Latin Kings then?
It's not. We don't think it's Latin Kings.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm trying to wait for Gotti to maybe he has some.
I got video of the 2 people that we downed on the street while I was down, or I was running around them, and one of them does have red hair, the other one was wearing a gray shirt.
Oh, so we approved that she did have red hair.
Oh yeah, I have body cam of me running over to him, and the one had red hair, and the other one with a gray shirt.
Well, I mean, there's not many people with red hair in town, so that narrows it down quite a bit.
No, and that's why we thought it was Tats, because Tats is the only one that had red hair, and then we went to MR, or MD, or, yeah, MRD, whatever.
What about red?
And then we saw Tats down there, and she had the same exact red hair that was on the body, that we downed over on the other side over there.
So, what, so did they just lie to you guys?
Or just same color?
I think it was the same style as well, definitely same color, 100% same color. I'm sure if you saw Tats right now, she had red hair, right? Bright red fucking hair.
Well, that's the thing. We deadass just came back from talking with him.
No, didn't they say that they didn't know shit?
Huh.
Weird. Yeah, because they rolled up in a taxi right there, right in front of us, and then they dipped around, and then we downed 2 of them on that side over there, and I ran up to both of them. One of them was on the ground, or 2 of them was on the ground that we downed, and she had red hair.
What about that car with full of 4 people pulling up? The second car.
So that's the weird part, because I was on that side when I got down, and 2 of them was down. One of them is in the car with the AP, and then Duke was there trying to stop the car that had the AP, and then one of them dragged me from over there up there, and then there were like fucking 5 or 6 BLF cars over on that side, and on my body cam that I had, it's hard to tell in the taxi cab how many people were shooting at the point of time, but I know when they came up to grab their buddies, there was 2 more in the in a new local car. So I don't know if it was the same people or new people that grabbed another local car. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know if they did a switcheroo.
So okay. At that point, when that local car pulled up, was the taxi still around?
No, taxi was long gone. It was
then it was probably just 4.
Yeah, that's the weird part, because I don't know if it was 2 more or they just switched cars real quick and came in with a new car. And then one of them dragged me over that side, and then they spun me around in a little circle and called BLF a snitch or some shit like that. That's the way my body came again.
Snitch?
Yeah.
Would you mind?
Okay. Why did they say snitch?
I have no fucking idea. So yeah, BLF was cool that whole time, because they said they came down from Fudge, because they were doing shit up there. They came down when they heard gunshots and came to check it out, and they helped all of us go to MD and shit,
So then it definitely wasn't, at least we know it's not BLF. I mean, that can at least X them out of it.
Yeah, because they rolled up when they got there. Cause I asked BLF when I was down. I asked them, why the fuck is everybody down here? Because they didn't execute me, they didn't take my ID, they didn't take anything, they didn't take freaks or anything. I asked them why the fuck they were down here, because it had me sus why there was fucking like 9 or 10 cars down here. And they just said that they heard fucking shots up the hill and were neighbors, so they came down here to check it out and see if everything was alright. So they're 100% cool. I didn't see them shoot anybody, they were just on the fucking bridge up there.
That was
good. But yeah, they just said they came from up there, up on Fudge down here to go check on everything, make sure we were all good.
My suspicion is still towards Latin, then, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why we were.
I feel like they just lied to you guys, honestly.
It could be You guys have beef with Static, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say beef, because I'm cool with, we haven't had problem with Static anymore after the first incident. And from that first incident, as far as I'm aware, because they executed me a long time ago, from what I was told about the whole situation, that there was no bad blood between anybody, and I haven't had a problem with Static since.
How long ago
have you had problems with Latin gangs?
This was a long time ago. This was like 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe. It's been a long time since we've had any problem with Statics. And even the problem with static wasn't even really a problem. It was just miscommunication between everybody.
It's probably not static. It's definitely not BLF. So we just gotta figure out who the heck hit our guys or hit these guys on our freaking block.
So because pretty much what they just said, fucking BLF is trying to be cool as shit, right?
Yeah. So the X is out cool? BLF and static probably.
I mean, apparently there was I don't really remember because I woke up at the hospital, but there was a situation according to Steve where we kind of got into it with BLF earlier today. I don't remember what happened, but if we want to go talk to him and thank him for that, and then try to work out a system if we see each other's colors before guns come out, we just talk it out or something.
Or see if they have any info on the taxi as well, because they might have done something.
Could we told BLF because we were over there, and we thanked BLF and told him thank you for coming down, appreciate everything, and then I think Duke said that he was going to give him money and everything, and they said no, don't worry about it. We're neighbors right now, so we're good.
Alright, so it seems like BLF, it definitely wasn't BLF. I'm guessing it's probably not static if they didn't have any beef with static. So I'm still thinking maybe it's Latin Kings, or I don't know. It's definitely quite a mystery about who was in the taxi and who hit our block. But I think what we're going to do is probably go talk to BLF right now, see if they saw anything besides obviously what these guys are telling us, and maybe try and figure out a little bit more. My bet is still on Latin Kings just because that redhead, it does sound like it was her. But I don't know, I guess we're going to have to figure it out. Let's go see if we can maybe talk to BLF or do something similar and see if we can get any more info out of them. Maybe they know something, maybe they don't, but I guess we'll see.
We went and talked to them, and pretty much what was said was that my biggest problem is their tone, right? When we pulled up, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, they were getting accused of shit. I can see why they would get defensive.
Yeah, I mean, they've also been fucking getting attacked a shit ton recently.
But the thing is that when it was like, they're like, oh, you have no proof, you're only throwing accusations, come back when you have proof. That one statement,
if I was them and I hadn't done shit, I would have just said I didn't do anything. Like,
well, that's the thing, they were saying that too, they were saying a bunch of shit, but that one statement is what's tripping me up.
Just saying you have no proof,
and it's like, it's true, we don't have proof, right? But we have red hair and your similar voice. Like,
do they have any beef with Latin Kings at all?
That's the thing, they don't have beef with them, and it also doesn't make sense that they'd ride on us, because like we sell them bricks,
Yeah, and they didn't have any beef with like Tat specifically, right?
Not that I'm aware of. I think we need to wait for. I'm gonna wait for Gotti to come back, because he's gonna be the one who's gonna have to fucking speak for Unnamed, and then we'll talk to Hadouken. But here, come with me. I mean, obviously our gang's fine, obviously, but anyone out of it. BLF singled out Latin Kings, right? But we can't say that, We can't say, oh, BLF told us it was you.
Yeah, because also a beef between us, BLF, and Latin,
Yeah, so we can't say that, right? So you gotta find a way to connect the dots, essentially.
Without having to say BLF's name in the process. Because then they'll get called snitches, and then it'll fucking...
But that's the thing, though, right? Fucking, this guy just mentioned that as he was getting dragged, right, by one of the attackers, assailants, that they called BLF snitches.
But wasn't the way during the attack or after
during the attack, they saw BLF and they shouted BLF are snitches. So did they guess right?
So did the BLF actually snitch on them then?
No, they didn't snitch on. Well, that's the thing, right? I'm thinking BLF called it right, and then Latin Kings called them snitches, right? But we can't prove that without putting BLF's word, or putting you get what I'm saying,
putting them up as fucking part of the getting them involved
people who are pointing the flag.
Yeah. We don't want to get a fucking BLF started in a war that they don't even want to be in,
No.
Especially if they're just trying to help us, we don't want to fucking fuck them over like that.
Exactly.
Oh damn, this is quite the fucking mystery, We need a fucking Scooby-Doo in the gang for this one.
Fucking pull out the mystery van.
Oh yeah, man, we need a fucking mystery machine. Well, I say I feel like our best bet is to talk to BLF, see if they saw anything, and then we'll talk to Grotti first, and then talk to BLF.
Yeah, we need to wait for Grisha to finish his 70 pills, and we're gonna head up there.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I'll cut back, I guess, once we're talking to either Grotti or BLF, but it seems.
Yeah, Grisha, we're gonna go buy food.
It seems
water,
like this is the mystery's evolving a little bit. My bet is still on Latin Kings, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go along. Again, we can't really use any info BLF told us because we don't want them to get involved in a war or be called snitches or anything like that for helping us.
Let's go.
So it's very interesting mystery, very interesting times. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this little taxi mystery, and I will cut back once we're hopefully figuring out some more info. Well, I mean, so if we know that, well, you said BLF said it was Tats or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we know it's probably them, or 99% them. It's just that, you know, we can't go to Latin Kings saying that BLF told us, because then they're gonna get fucking mad at BLF, and then BLF's gonna get mad at us, and then we're gonna have.
They deny everything anyway. LK always denies everything, especially when it comes to Tats. I know she starts a lot of shit between groups. She just kind of does what she wants. Seems like.
If we just had that fucking license, we would have been set though. At least we know who it is, like 99% sure. It's just that we can't really do anything about it. At least we know that BLF has our back 100% now. That's like a good thing to know, at least, you know?
Yeah, they literally.
So if shit goes down on their block, they're gonna come up here helping us.
Yeah, they were shooting for us.
Yeah, some good shit though. Well, mate, I guess that's it for the fucking mystery. At least that's solved, but
at the back
I don't know
of Frigid Roof?
We can't really do anything else. Alrighty, so that seems like about it for this episode. We kind of figured out it was probably Tats from the Latin Kings, but again, there's no real way to know. This is all just kind of from word of mouth. And even if we do know for sure, unfortunately, we can't really go to Latin Kings with the info that BLF gave us, because that would kind of be ratting at BLF, and then Latin Kings would probably get mad at BLF. That might start a war, and then because of that war, BLF would get mad at us for telling them that they told us. And then more stuff might happen, and then we might get called snitches on their snitches, and it just would not go well. But I think that's about it. We kind of solved the mystery, at least 99% sure. I'm pretty sure it's Tats and the Latin Kings that did that. But again, there's no way to tell for sure. Definitely an interesting mystery today, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of different paced episode. And if you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode.